The market handed investors a 10% return last year. The average person walked away with 3.7% of it. Same stocks, same time frame. Wildly different outcomes. And here's the part nobody wants to admit. That gap has nothing to do with intelligence or effort. It is a structural problem, and today we are going to fix it. What we are unpacking right now is a framework called the two-asset engine. It is not a trend. It is not a shortcut. It is the mechanical reason why some portfolios feel alive and others feel like they are running in place. By the time this video ends, you will know exactly what is missing, exactly what to add, and exactly why the math changes the moment you do. You are not behind. You are just running one engine. Let us start with an honest description of who this is for. Not the person who has never invested a single rupee or dollar. Not the person sitting on 7 figures wondering how to optimize. This is for the person in the middle. You earn real income. You have some savings. You've read enough to know that index funds matter, that compounding is real, that time in the market beats timing the market. You have probably even started, but something feels off. The numbers move, but slowly. The growth is there, but it does not feel like momentum. It feels like treading water in slow motion. Here is what is actually happening. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just doing half the thing. Why wealth builds as a curve, not a straight line. Before we get into the two assets specifically, you need to understand why the early stages of building wealth feel so unremarkable. It is not because your strategy is broken. It is because compounding does not behave like a salary. It does not pay you equally every month. It builds silently, invisibly, almost insultingly slowly. And then, at a certain threshold, it bends. The curve goes steep. The numbers start doing things that feel almost unfair compared to where you started. The problem is that most people quit in the flat section. They see the number growing by a few $100s a month and they wonder whether any of it is actually working. It is. It just has not bent yet. And here is the deeper issue. Running a single asset slows down that curve. One investment compounding alone is operating at half its potential. The real inflection point, the moment the curve goes from flat to steep, arrives significantly earlier when two assets are working in a coordinated loop rather than one asset working alone. That loop is what we are building today. The two-asset engine, what it is, and why it works. Think about the difference between pushing a boulder uphill versus watching it roll downhill on its own. Single asset investing is the boulder uphill. You push, it moves slightly, you stop, it slides back. Repeat until exhaustion. But wealth, when structured with intention, eventually stops requiring the push. The boulder tips over the edge and the math takes over. Here is how that actually happens mechanically. Asset 1 is a broad market index fund, not a single company, not a theme sector ETF. A total market or S&P 500 index fund that gives you ownership across hundreds or thousands of companies inside a single instrument. When the broader economy grows, your position grows with it. This is your growth engine. Asset 2 is a dividend-focused investment. This can be a dividend index fund, a dividend ETF, or a curated basket of dividend-paying stocks. The critical distinction here is how it generates returns. A growth fund makes money when its price goes up. A dividend asset makes money by sending you actual cash, regular income payments, simply because you own it. This is your income engine. Now here's where the structure becomes something more than the sum of its parts. The cash income arriving from Asset 2 does not sit idle. It gets redirected directly into Asset 1. That reinvestment means your growth position is expanding without you adding a single additional rupee or dollar from your paycheck. Asset 1 grows. As it grows, you periodically rebalance and add to Asset 2. Asset 2 generates more income. That income feeds Asset 1 again. Each cycle is slightly larger than the previous one. The loop compounds itself. This is not a metaphor or a motivational concept. This is how the arithmetic actually behaves when two engines run simultaneously instead of one. The psychological trap that kills most portfolios. The reason most people never activate this loop is not financial. It is psychological. One asset feels like enough. You set up the account, you automate the transfer, you feel like the work is done. And technically, you started. But starting with one asset is like rowing a boat with a single oar. You move, but you move in a slow, frustrating circle. The second asset is the second oar. The moment both hit the water moving in the same direction, the boat finally goes somewhere. There is also a second trap. Most investors treat dividend income as bonus money, something to celebrate, something to spend. The investors who build lasting wealth treat dividend income as structural fuel. They do not see it as money they have earned yet. It goes back into the engine automatically, not because they have extraordinary discipline, but because they designed the system so the behavior happens without them having to decide each time. Set your brokerage account to automatically reinvest dividends into your growth fund, and the loop runs regardless of your mood, your willpower, or your awareness. Structure beats discipline every time. Escape velocity in the timeline you need to know. In physics, escape velocity is the speed an object must reach to break free from gravitational pull. Below that speed, gravity wins and the object falls back. Above it, the object keeps moving independently. Wealth has an escape velocity too. Below a certain portfolio size, your monthly contributions are doing most of the work. Your compounding returns are real, but modest. You are still pushing. But above a certain threshold, the equation flips. Your returns start generating more new wealth than your contributions do. You stop pushing and the engine sustains itself. The two-asset engine reaches that threshold faster than a single-asset approach because you are compounding on two fronts simultaneously with each reinforcing the other. Here is the honest timeline breakdown. Years 1 through 3, you will barely feel it. The dividend income is modest. The reinvestment adds fractional positions. The growth fund moves, but not dramatically. This is normal. This is how every compounding curve begins. Years 4 through 7, the shift becomes visible. Dividend payments are no longer trivial. The reinvestment is adding meaningful share positions each quarter. Your growth fund has passed a threshold where its annual gains exceed what you originally contributed. You stop wondering if it is working and start understanding viscerally what compounding actually means. Years 8 through 15, the engine is running. Dividend income is generating thousands rather than hundreds. The growth fund is expanding at intervals that feel almost surprising compared to where you started. You are contributing less and receiving more. The ratio has shifted permanently in your favor. Year 15 and beyond, the two-asset engine is largely self-sustaining. The boulder is rolling downhill, not because you got lucky, because you built the loop early enough for it to reach this speed. The exact instruments to use wherever you are. Let us get specific because the strategy only works when it is actually implemented. In India, platforms like Zerodha, GrowW, or IND Money give you access to index funds and dividend-paying stocks or ETFs through direct mutual funds and equity accounts. For Asset 1, look at a broad Nifty 50 or Total Market Index Fund. For Asset 2, look at dividend yield funds or individual dividend-paying large-cap stocks with a consistent payout history. In the United States, Asset 1 is VTI or VOO, Vanguard's Total Market, and S&P 500 ETFs, respectively. Asset 2 is SCHD or VYM, both high-quality dividend ETFs with strong track records of growing their payouts over time. Available on Fidelity, Schwab, and Vanguard directly. In the United Kingdom, use an ISA account through Vanguard UK, Hargreaves Lansdown, or Trading 212. A global index tracker for growth, a global dividend fund for income. In Canada, Questrade or Wealthsimple give you access to XEQT for growth and XDV for dividend income. In Australia, platforms like Stake or CommSec provide access to VAS and VGS depending on whether you want domestic or international exposure. For most of Europe and Southeast Asia, Interactive Brokers provides access to US-listed ETFs or their UCITS equivalents for compliance purposes. A quick search for the UCITS version of your preferred fund will show you what is available in your region. The platform is just the container. The engine is the structure inside it. What the numbers actually look like. Consider two people. Same age, same starting capital, same monthly contribution. One runs a single growth index fund. The other runs the two-asset engine with dividend income automatically reinvesting into the growth position. Over 20 years, the dividend reinvestment loop effectively adds 1.5 to 2% in compounding efficiency annually. That gap, stretched across 2 decades, produces a difference of 50,000 to 70,000 in final portfolio value from identical inputs. Over 30 years, that same structural difference produces a gap exceeding 150,000. Not from better stock picks, not from higher income, from a loop that was built early and left to run. That is the cost of running one engine when two were always available. The only question that remains, you now have the full framework. You know the two assets. You know how they connect. You know the timeline, the mechanics, and the instruments. The only remaining question is a purely structural one. Is the loop built or not? Because the investors watching their wealth compound in year 12 and year 15 did not have access to information you do not have right now. They had a structure running while they were living their lives. The two-asset engine does not ask for your constant attention. It asks for one decision, one setup, and the patience to let the curve bend. If this framework shifted something in how you think about wealth building, share this with one person who is still running a single engine. Drop engine in the comments so I know you are ready to build the loop. And if you want every future breakdown delivered directly to you without searching, subscribe. This channel exists for one reason: to give you the structure that changes the math. See you in the next one.